On this edition of Diecast Emporium, we're going to be taking a look at a WSI model. This is the Kenworth T680 tractor. This is a gorgeous model, no way around it. They made these in a variety of different color combinations, and this is a model that was released just within the past couple of years, so these are still relatively painless to obtain. So this is the box that it comes in. If you have watched any of my videos, you know that I kind of like these simple, very professional style presentations boxes. Very simple, just as WSI models, scale 1 to 50. Has the truck that you can clearly see inside, so you can always check the model over before you purchase it to make sure that perhaps there's nothing wrong or nothing missing with the vehicle, which is always nice. WSI on the side, and on the back, again, just some information about the WSI corporate office, their email, their phone number, that kind of thing. And here is the important stuff, the product code, the barcode, the USI basic line Kenworth T680 6x4 in red. So with that out of the way, let's go ahead and get this truck out, and we will take a look at it. So as I mentioned, this was released just a couple years ago now, and again, as I said, not to repeat myself too much, but they did this in a variety of different colors. And I chose red just because my fleet in 1 to 50 scale is red, so obviously, naturally, when they announced this, I wanted to kind of keep that tradition going with the sword and the trucks being in red. Let's go ahead and get the box out of the way. Okay, so first thing to note about this truck is if you have never seen a video or if you've never owned a WSI or a sword truck, they are extremely detailed and thus the relatively high price tag. But it's one of those cases where you get what you pay for. So some of the detailing on this truck is you get a very realistic tread pattern on the tires. The wheels themselves, as you see here, are chrome and detailed all the way through with bolt detailing. Your fifth wheel here, again, very, very detailed. That's a plastic piece, and that fifth wheel will fit some 1/50th scale trailers. And at the end of this video, I have set aside some 1/50th scale WSI trailers that I have, and we'll see how they line up and look with this truck here. You can see some coiled air lines here. They don't hook up to any trailers. They're just kind of for aesthetically pleasing looks and to add some detail to it, which they definitely do that. They look great. Your nice huge exhaust stack here, it has a black hole right there. Looks good. Coming over to the rear here, you can see some lights and some Kenworth mud flaps here. On this side, this truck does obviously feature a nice sleeper cab, so there's a window there, some nice bolt detailing all the way around. It does have working steering, and it does lock to a couple different degrees. So if you want to set steering, it can achieve that in either direction, which is great to see. There's a nice Kenworth badge up here, and again, some nice chrome accents and detailing all around the side of it. Also, again, some nice chrome here. As you would expect, the engine does open, and there's a nice Packard engine inside with some detailed components. Very high level of detail inside there. And you can spend, several minutes just looking at that and picking out all the different details. Those of us that are more mechanically inclined will especially appreciate the time and effort that went into that. Pretty cool to see. This is one of my favorite parts about this model, and that's the high degree of detailing that went into the grille on the front fascia of this truck. Again, you have a Kenworth badge that looks great. Forward-facing lights up here. You have headlights that look excellent here. Your mirrors are to scale. A lot of times on some models, what you run into occasionally is you have mirrors that are too fat or too small. That's not the case with these kind of trucks. They're to scale and they look great. Your bumper also looks good. If we look underneath the truck, this is a signature WSI feature. They put a lot of detailing into the underside of their truck of their trucks and of their models, so there's always a good amount of effort and detailing put into that. You can see an engine, you can see a drive shaft, you can see various different components, different tanks, that kind of thing, that go into it. So, very, very cool to see. Also, there's a different tread pattern on the front wheels versus the rear wheels. So, there is the truck itself. Now, let's see how it looks with a couple WSI trailers. First, I have an East dump trailer. And these do fit the fifth wheel on this. So, if I move this out here so I get it in the whole picture. There you go. So, that's what it looks like with a East dump trailer. And I also have a Rogers Lowboy. I don't know if I'll be able to get this entire thing in the frame, so bear with me. This is the 4-axle flip variation, or version. So I might have to cheat a little bit here. But as you can see, the red is right on in terms of the color match. And it looks really, really good. And it looks, in my opinion, even better with a load on it. Now let's drop this down. And although I don't have the outriggers on, which I should, with an excavator on it, let's put a Diecast Masters, sit on there, Diecast Masters 349F excavator. So, there you go, guys. That is the WSI Kenworth T680 in 1:50 scale. Certainly a gorgeous and exquisite addition to any 1/50th scale collection, whether you are a truck enthusiast or a heavy equipment enthusiast. Again, these are still relatively easy to find off the internet, and I would say definitely they're worth picking up. I believe they're available in gray, white, blue, obviously red, and I think maybe a couple other colors. But again, a quick Google search, and you'll be able to definitely dive into that and figure it out for yourself for sure. If you guys have any other questions, please let me know. As always, guys, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you in the next video. Take care.